Hello, hello, hello. It is your girl, Rachel Real, coming to you with another episode of You Ain't Crazy podcast. Yes, I'm usually doing my walk and talks, which I did one earlier. And whoo, child, these YouTube streets are no joke. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go live. Wait a minute. Give me 1 second. I just got finished eating and I didn't even make sure I didn't have anything in my teeth. But long and short, yeah, I have these, just got my braces tightened, but I had to go live with this story. Oh my gosh. Woo! Martell Holt. Martell Holt. Now, I usually do a podcast where it's called You Ain't Crazy. For those of you who don't know me on YouTube, I have a podcast on Spotify called You Ain't Crazy. A Narcissist Has Two Faces. And I have probably about 100 and it's on some other streams as well, but it's primarily on Spotify and it's called You Ain't Crazy, a Narcissist Has Two Faces. And don't believe the narcissist. And it's probably, like I said, I'm in series 3. It's like altogether probably like 107 episodes over there. And I love YouTube. I'm like, I watch so many different content creators and things like that. My specialty is definitely narcissistic relationship, helping people to understand what it looks like. I'm in that community, raising awareness about narcissistic personality disorder, what it looks like. I was in a relationship or a marriage, I should say, for 5 years, didn't know what the hell it was, had to put in the work to figure it out. And long and short, did the work. My ex also battled addiction with alcohol. I don't hold nothing back anymore. I'm telling if the shoe fits, wear it. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, guess what, guys? It is a duck. Let me check my teeth. I'm sorry. Let me just say something. Okay. Like I said, I just got these braces on. Usually I'm outside walking and talking and I got this metal on my teeth, but long and short, I wanted to get out here and really talk about this thing, this personality disorder, with Martell Holt. And now that and I follow the channel. Give me 1 second, guys. Wait a minute. Be right back. 1 second. I'm back, guys. Sorry. Anybody who knows me, I do I do unedited stuff. Where are my glasses? Because I can't see worth a lick. Okay. I usually do my unedited videos, so I decided to go live. Ain't nobody got time for that because I really wanted to speak on this thing today. Because again, I am always doing my walk and talks outside and just encouraging people with how to deal with a narcissist. My name is Rachel Real. I'm a thriver from being in a 5 year narcissistic relationship, add alcohol abuse to it. That thing is no joke. So my heart goes out to Melody. I forgot what your maiden name is, but you know who you are. My heart goes out to you because this is real. I know you guys are on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I know it can be some semi entertainment, but at the same time, it's real shit. This is real life. To see this man, to see the relationships, and your lives are filmed, but it's not all of your life. I mean, obviously, you guys are people too. And my heart just goes out to what you're dealing with and to see this play out on TV and things like that, and knowing that a narcissist just does not stop. And I have these white rubber bands on my teeth, guys, but they don't stop at no end. And when I saw this, because I'm trying to get on YouTube more where I can start engaging in conversations, and any of my followers over on Spotify can come over here and watch my videos on You Ain't Crazy. I also have another channel that I'm going to be building out where it's Vent with Rachel Real, where we can come together, we can chat, you can ask questions. I am a life coach focusing on helping people to reach their relationship goals, and I just want to have that space where people can call in and talk and get things off their chest, or come on the live and we can, just chop it up, and other people can, Somebody else may have gone through something and you can vent respectfully. It ain't gonna be no disrespectful stuff on there because I'll just block you. We ain't doing that. It's all about respect. So yeah, Mark, back to the story and the topic. Martell Holtz get the number one award so far of Narcissist of the Year. How are you going? The nerve of you, and I'm not surprised because I study a lot about narcissistic abuse. And Melody, if you don't do anything else, check out Dr. Romney. I'm not on her payroll or anything like that, but you're dealing with some serious shit. Check out Dr. Romney's video. Her name is spelled Ramani, Dr. Romney. She's on YouTube. She has a podcast as well. I have a podcast. Mine is YouTube. You Ain't Crazy, same as the title of this. But Melody, if you come across this video, please start looking at Dr. Ramani's look at her YouTube channel and watch all of her content. You'll find things that resonates with you. Look at the ones where it talks about co-parenting with a narcissist, the things that they will do if you haven't already done so. She blew my mind because I was going to certain people who were supposed to have been a therapist and counselor and a pastor and all of that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, they had me stand with the person. I had to look at that thing and call a thing, do my research, figure that shit out to really understand what I was dealing with. And thank God I didn't share children with the narcissist that I was with. Thank God, but I left. So I totally get you, sis. I totally, like, I had to come and prematurely do my live because there are things that I'm working on with production, but I don't hesitate because there are too many people hurting while we're trying to figure out production and lighting and everything you can do, with your situation. So the fact that this man is taking you to court, the nerve of you. You got like all of this shit, Martell, going on. But again, I am not surprised. I just did a walk and talk because I do my walk and talks. I'm walking and I talk and I just give support and encouragement to individuals who have found themselves in a narcissistic relationship. And I give my commentary. I talk about my experiences. I talk about the experiences of others. And now I'm talking about this and I'm going live with this one. Like I said, usually I'm outside walking and talking, but I'm going to start doing more on live or just uploading my audio and just put some visuals to it. I may not always show my face, because again, I don't want to waste time trying to perfect my visuals for the sake of people who really need help, like on a daily basis. And my heart goes out. I was able to heal from this thing and I did my work, and I'm here to help you to do the same. So, this Martell situation is a prime example for anybody who's dealing with a narcissist. Think about it. And I say keep it simple, keep it stupid simple. If you think about it, this man literally cheated on his wife. You got the woman who you cheated with who won't shut up. She's smearing it all in her face unapologetically. Don't care. She's delusional, which she's broken, which shows how you got in there in the first place, Martell. And you took advantage of her. But ignorance doesn't excuse her. Ignorance doesn't excuse you. What happened was you got upset like a narcissist usually do. It's called narcissistic injury. You got upset because you see this girl winning. And what happens with a narcissist, they got to see you break it broken. It wasn't enough for him to break you down dealing with this child, Ariane. That wasn't enough because Melody was able to bounce back by the grace of God. She was able to bounce back. And you didn't like that, unfortunately. So that not hurt you, but it gave you a narcissistic injury that a narcissist does not give a damn. They don't care, even if they look stupid. They don't care. You're not even making any sense. If you guys had a situation where you both had custody of a child, and the thing with a narcissist, you just feel like, I gotta win. Like, even if you had your children, it's not about the kids. You're trying to do anything that you feel will break this woman down. And nothing else that you've done to the point where even cheating on her, that she was able to even bounce back from that, probably blew your damn mind. So, yeah, you're getting the award of the year for the number one narcissist so far. You're getting that award because the nerve of you. Are you kidding me? The nerve of you. You can see, I don't know y'all from Adam, but I watch the content unfold because it is reality at the end of the day, because your situation is a situation of what a lot of narcissistic victims deal with. People trying to take their kids away from them, knowing damn well you don't want the kids for you. Because if it was about that, you would be more concerned about what's going to hurt your children. When you love your, and I'm a big advocate. That's why I had to show my damn face. I am an advocate for the babies. How dare you? How dare you use those kids as just targets? But that's what narcissists do. They're just objects. You don't care. They're objects. You don't care about if they hurt, if they don't hurt. Like, yo, for real, you are getting the number one award for the number one, I mean, the award for the number one a narcissist, the number one narcissist of the damn year. How dare you? Love your children. Did you go? You should have went to parenting classes because they'll tell you love your children more than you hate the situation. So I don't even need to diagnose you because I'm not a doctor. But when I tell you you're this shit that you're doing, that's the only way that it would make sense is the fact that you're a straight up narcissist and you need to get yourself some help. Because if you really cared about your children, period, you wouldn't be taking them through this. You got four beautiful kids and you just made another one outside of your home. How much damage can you do to are you going to do to your children? And back again, I'm angry because you've tapped into my area, my lane, where I help people worldwide deal with narcissistic abuse. How dare you? So yeah, we're holding you accountable, Martell. And it's not so much that Melody is perfect or anything like that, but at the end of the day, she is a woman of class, you know? And she nobody is perfect, not even you. But the thing is, what do you do with your imperfection? What do you do? You know? So for you to sit there and not give a damn about your children, period. If anything, you should be trying to get them, trying to keep things together. Try to get your life right so you can explain eventually. And you got one who your two oldest are old enough to really see the shit that you're doing, and you think that it's not affecting them. Are you crazy? It is affecting them wholeheartedly, which shows that you don't give a damn about your kids. You don't love them. So now you want to sit there and try to pull them away from where they are getting love because she's not bothering you, obviously. That's why you're coming after her. She's trying to co parent with you. And at one time, right when y'all did that vacation, and she allowed you to come in trying to do things peacefully because that's what we do. Those of us who are parents and we want the kids to get along despite whatever differences their parents had. But it takes two to be able to do that. And when the other person is acting like an asshole like you, Martell, it makes that very difficult. That's why that woman invited you on that trip to try to do it because of the love she had for her children. You got a damn pass. And you took that pass because it didn't work in your favor because you probably thought that meant, oh, she's going to take me back. And the fact that your bubble got bursted, that wasn't what that was about. It was about you coming to stay with the kids, spending time with the children. You got four kids, four beautiful kids. And the fact that you're, well, five, because you have the one with outside of the marriage with that child. And instead of working on keeping them together, it just seems like everything is just about a show for you, man. And it's just ridiculous. It's sad. You know, you are someone who people look up. I mean, they're not looking up to you, but obviously you're on TV. You got some assholes who probably will. The fact that you feel like in your mind with all of this going on and thinking that there are those of us who we support people based on character. And your character is showing that you don't give a damn about people. So who's going to support your wine? Who's going to support that? Why? You know, it's not just about you putting out wine and thinking people are just going to just buy it. No, who's behind the product? What do they stand for? And when you see that right away, it's like, no way, I'm not buying that. Not to mention, most people, when they're inspired to release something or something like that, it's something that they're passionate about. It's something that they know about. And to my knowledge, you don't even drink wine. So how in the hell are you going to release that? But that's not even the damn case. It's back to you literally taking this woman, wasting money, and I'm a divorcee. My kids are grown, 26 and 29. They're grown. You know, their dad, I was married to him for 17 years. We know we did what Melody is trying to do with you. But I made it a point not to get into another relationship until my oldest was 18, who's now 26. And unfortunately, because I was married for so long with my first marriage, I didn't know anything about narcissists and narcissistic abuse. I had to do all of that research during the tenure of that relationship. And when I finally figured out what the hell I was dealing with, I didn't need anybody to diagnose him. I knew his ass was crazy, and I got up out of there during the second marriage and made it a point to turn my pain into purpose. And that's why I do what I do. Raise an awareness about narcissistic abuse, Martell. And I'm here for giving Melody support, just like the rest of the bloggers and content creators who's blasting your ass for doing some shit like that, that hopefully you will come to your damn senses, which you probably won't, being that you're a narc, but you need to come to your damn senses. Everybody's looking at you and you're looking very foolish. You should not be dragging the kids who you say you love. You think they don't love their mom? So why would you be trying to hurt the other person that they love when you're the reason that the marriage dissolved? Back up and deal with what you created. Deal with the mess you created and give those children a fair chance of being raised in a healthy environment without you trying to just tear their mom down in every way that you can. Oh, let me try this. You already cheated on her. That wasn't enough. You cheated on her. You got a baby out of the situation. And the fact that she didn't break, like the typical narc, let me come back for more. Let me come back and get her again. Because what happens is a lot of the times women will go back to that shit. And when they go back, instead of going no contact, when they go back into the relationship, the narcissist treats them 10 times worse. So kudos to Melody that she dealt with whatever it was she had to deal with, and she's dealing with whatever it is she needs to deal with, to stick to her boundaries, to know her worth. Know your worth. Kudos to Melody. Yes, I give you a pat on your back, pat on the back, sis. I salute you. I give you your badge of honor for your singleness. To understand that you love yourself, that you know you don't need anybody to validate you. You don't need a Martell to validate you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You turned that pain into a purpose and you haven't looked back since. And he can't handle it. Instead of leaving you alone, Melody, this man got to go. Or let me try this. Let me try to, I'm going to try to get the kids. Knowing full well, why are you trying to break something or fix something that's not broke? You can't handle those kids. You're trying to get full custody. And the fact Melody is just a flying monkey. Excuse me. I'm sorry, not Melody. Forgive me. The child who went as a character witness, Destiny. She's a flying monkey. Anybody who doesn't know, look them up. All they do is side with the narc, side with them, try to get information. So you befriended Melody just to gain whatever information you got. Now you want to try to take whatever and try to use it against her by going to court with her husband. How sick is that? You're sick. And you guys better watch out for karma, because karma is no damn joke. Like what you put in the atmosphere is going to come back to you tenfold. And it ain't nobody even trying to wish bad on you. But again, I'm doing my part because, again, I raise awareness about people who are in these narcissistic relationships and dealing with narcs like that. And Martell, you are the epitome of one. Prime example, 20 all day. Prime example. To sit here and take these babies through this as if they're just objects. They're human beings. They're children. Leave them alone. Why should they have to go through hurt and pain dealing with their dad who's unstable? Didn't you say you were trying to take a test and get a license, get your builder's license back? You can't stay out of a relationship. You're too quick to try to let me look for you. Like that's what narcissists do. And if you don't know that you're one, I really, really encourage you listen to Dr. Romani if you don't feel like if you don't have the money to go pay for somebody. You ain't got no money. You got all them kids and you trying to get in a relationship. Listen to Dr. Romani and give yourself a self-evaluation. And I'm not being funny. You are a narcissist. You check all the boxes, my friend. All of the boxes. No empathy. You could care less about what your children are feeling, what Melody is feeling, as if it's not painful that you were in that long lasting marriage, high school sweetheart, and it wasn't enough that you cheated, but not only did you cheat, you made a baby with someone else. You put her at risk for sexually transmitted diseases, all of that with no regards. The only regards is, okay, Melody, if you bow down to me and give me another chance, then all of this can go away. Who in the hell do you think you are? That's sick. Sick. You need to get some help. For real, you really do. You're on national TV. It's not cute. You're making an ass out of yourself. You think we're laughing with you? No, we're laughing at you. But when you bring children involved, when you involve children, when you include them, it's no longer fucking funny. It isn't. It's sad. And I pray to God that you get yourself together with that. We don't have to have four more kids who got to go through a nasty ass divorce for no reason. Their mom is very successful. She doesn't even need your money. She'll need nothing from you. But you rather try to get custody of the kids for money. That's all it is. And to hurt her. It's not because you want your children. It's not because you feel like they're at risk for anything. Period. You can see all of the love that they're around. But you rather say, "Oh, let me dive in. Let me do this. Let me get the kids. Let me take them around a dysfunctional woman." Ariane, I wouldn't even allow my children to be around her. And the fact that Melody has to relinquish that control because when they're with you and they're in your care, unless you prove her differently, she can't really have no say so over there, or that'd just be dysfunctional. And she tries to give you the benefit of the doubt to trust that you're going to do the right thing, and you just keep screwing up. There's no reason why you should have exposed those kids to Ariane and her son that fast. You're literally acting like this shit is normal. Children shouldn't have to be like, "Oh, by the way, we have a brother now." What? That's dysfunctional, especially if you're not in a situation where you had this open marriage and Mel was a sister wife or something. That was not the dynamics of your relationship, of your marriage, and you know that. That's not how you were raising your kids. So if you're raising them in a household where it's just you and Melody who are the parents and that's all they know. So now you want to just say, "Oh, this is your brother. How is that my brother? What did that how did that happen?" And you keep piling on. So they don't even have time to heal from that. That now you want to bring in more dysfunction to try to fight their mom to get custody of them. For what? Let it go. We got enough of that in the world. Enough. And there's a huge community with people like myself, of people like myself, raising awareness about narcissistic personality disorder, about narcissism, about people like you who want to make a divorce freaking ugly. For what? Melody does not need your money, but obviously you're trying to go after hers. None of this crap would have ever happened had you not had the community dick. It would have never happened. You decided not to do this. So be ready to deal with your consequences. You're dealing with people. I know narcs believe that people are objects. I know you have no empathy. I know you don't care. But if you can find it in somewhere in your heart that you can put yourself aside, I know it's hard. I know you can't stay consistent with it because that's how narcs are. You can say yes today, then your mind is going to go. Those demons are in your head for you to go make some stupid, drastic decision and not even care about your kids, man. I hope the judge eat you alive. I hope that judge be like, "Look, get out of here. Get out of my courtroom." I hope they do that. I hope Melody allows you to drain every piece of penny you have and still lose. and not have any rights to your kids at all. I hope her lawyer just sock it to you if you don't withdraw that suit or that case. If you don't withdraw it, I hope they take you through the mill to the point where you already don't have. Obviously, I'm not in your pockets like that, but divorce is not cheap. It can be very expensive. And when you don't have the means like that and you're wasting money that can be going into the pockets of your kids, that can be going into their well being, now that you have a child outside the home, because that child is going to take you for child support. As soon as you stop doing whatever you're doing and she gets from under your spell, she's going to take you for child support. Once she comes to her senses and she realizes how crazy she's looking out here in these streets and want to call somebody old. I'm a 53-year-old woman, very proud of it. Very proud of it. Ariane Carey, to you, who's allowing yourself to be played by an older gentleman and you just have no clue. You probably thought he was going to be with you, but that's what narcs do. It's called love bombing. That's what they do. They tell you everything they think you want to hear to get what they want from you. And then they're off. You don't believe people when they show you who they are, believe them. And everything that happened in my last situationship was no surprise, other than the fact that I didn't know what the hell I was dealing with. And I had to put in the research to understand the personality disorder. And his ass checked all the boxes. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. I don't need to say, I'm not getting in the mud and getting dirty with you. I'm out of here. And when you know your worth and when you know your value, you can do what a melody is doing. You can do what she's doing. You can hold your head up high and know that you got 4 mouths to feed, well, five, including yourself. You ain't got time to worry about somebody else's dysfunction. You ain't got time to worry about somebody else who don't want to get any help and just want to shift blame and blame everybody else. Look for all of his codependents and flying monkeys and enablers. That's what that was about. Even the book. That book was just for him. It wasn't for his children. He used them. A narcissist will use the children. They will use friends. They will, and when they're done with you, they are going to dismiss you, discard you like you're trash. They don't look at people like they're people. They look at you as objects. And stupid Melody, excuse me, I'm sorry, Mel. I'm so sorry that I keep calling you Destiny. Stupid Destiny. I'm sorry because I'm pro Mel. I'm pro Melody. I'm anti Martell and Destiny, and I keep switching the names. I might look young, but I'm 53 years old. I'm sorry, Melody. This is for you, because again, this is in my lane, and I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm like, Lord, please. It's all about the children. All about the children. And I'm glad people are speaking out. Lord knows I am so happy for Melody. I'm so happy that people are seeing Martell for who he is. Because at one point it sounded like there were some enablers and like this man was really pulling the blinders over people. But Lord knows it is a blessing to see that people are really, really educated about narcissism and how far these people will go in holding this man accountable for his dumbass actions instead of leaving those babies alone and let them be able to mature, grow up, keep that separate side life away from them. If anything, she should that back again. This how the narcs go. The very thing that you should be doing to them is what their asses will turn around and do to you. And that's exactly what he's doing. Melody, if anything, should have been taking his ass to court and not allowing him to have custody of the kids at all, not even joint. But just how we do, those empaths like myself and like a Melody, oh, let me have a heart. She didn't have to do that. That man cheated on her. He ruined the marriage, you know? So the fact that she had a heart to allow this man to still just have joint custody. Hey, let's not trip. Let's just do what we got to do for our kids. Here comes his ass, the typical narcissist. They will blindside your ass every time. And you'll be sitting up there like not even seeing it coming because who's going to do that? Nine times out of 10, I guarantee you, when they were talking, he was like, oh, yeah, we're going to do well for the kids. I even saw him on certain people live talking about how he missed his marriage and how he was glad that he and Mel were doing well together and how he didn't want to do anything or say anything that could mess that up. What happened? Narc. That's that personality disorder. That's what it is. Excuse me, I need some water. That is what it is. He hit the nail on the head. You are a straight narcissist. You switched up like that. And that's what y'all do. You can't believe a damn thing they say out of their mouths. You got to go with your gut. You got to go with who they show you the first time. He showed you he didn't give a damn about you. He went out there, he cheated on you. Not only did he cheat on you, he had sex irresponsibly. He exposed you to STDs by sleeping with someone else. Not only that, he made a baby with someone else. At that point, you done violated every rule. You done broke the covenant. Like, dude, it's over. Now, what you need, a healthy minded person, suck it up, count your losses. You screwed up, get into some counseling, some therapy, some coaching, get your life right, get your mind right. Be there. You got 5 children now, yo. You got 5 kids. And instead of you worrying about, and I heard some other bloggers say the exact same thing, instead of you worrying about bothering this woman, Melody, with her children, who seem to be pretty stable, you need to be over there with that young girl who stays on live while her child is damn near choking, coughing like nobody's business. And her sister was there with her, and neither one of them addressed the coughing of the child who should have been at Peds Express, some kind of pediatric urgent care center, getting an inhaler to open up his lungs so he would not be choking. But she didn't even know what the hell she was dealing with. And ignorance doesn't excuse you. And the fact that she says she was in nursing school or something like that, weren't there some prerequisites that you should understand? And not to mention, he's your second child. But she's more concerned about what he's doing. So to know that, if any child you should be trying to get would be Knox, Arion's son, or have joint custody and do it civilly. But it hurts my heart. It grieves my spirit to see people go through that. And because I am a YouTuber, I watch it, like all the time, faithfully, different content creators who resonate with me. And I'm building my channel out. Like I said, I have a podcast, and this is just an extension of it, but I'm usually speaking on Spotify, releasing my audios. And it's like I said, it's like 107 episodes over there. And I talk about narcissistic abuse. And I'm over here in these YouTube streets. And when I come across things that really shows that personality disorder in action, I'm going to call it out. If I have the time to do so, I'm calling it out and giving my support with the victim, well, I would consider Melody. My granddaughter's name is Melody, so that's why I just love that name. And I call her Mel, little Mel. That's my little angel. And so if I make a mistake and say Mel, it's because my grandbaby's name is Melody. We call her Mel. But long and short, Martell, you're jealous of Melody. You're jealous of her. Get yourself some help, man. Get yourself, maybe you should drink some wine. Drink something, because you're just a loose cannonball. And don't even talk about Sheree. Sheree, we love you. Do better. You are a beautiful woman. I don't know how your personality is because I don't know you personally, but you just seem, I mean, you're an older woman. Obviously, you're doing something right because you have a gorgeous home. And it takes a lot to bring that together. So you have a gift. Maybe you need to get into interior decorating or something. You're really, if you decorated your own house and you pulled that together like that, with your vision, even if it's not you putting the stuff together, but just to have that vision and bringing it together, you could really help a lot of people, man. You really can. So, yeah, I'm not going to be long. I'm about to end this, but again, I'm sorry, I was reading something. Yeah, but again, Melody, Rachel Real is pro you. I'm pro Melody. Hold your head up high. I will keep you in my prayers because this is real. Your story is like the milk carton. You guys are the milk carton kids for so many different situations that are just like yours, where you have a situation. This man violated you. He went out and had a baby with another ratchet ass person. So he exposed his whole entire family to this crazy ass broad who's another loose cannonball that wasn't enough, you know? And you try to hold your family together despite what this man has been doing. You could see you trying to at least be cordial with him for the sake of your children, because I'm sure if it wasn't for your children, you wouldn't look at that man twice. I can feel your energy. Nor should you, with him being a narcissist and not giving a damn about you. And people wonder, oh, they're going to get back together. Oh, you don't go back to a narcissist, sweetheart. Nobody. Because anybody who's ever been with a narcissist for real, and they're really a narc, you're going to get it. Read the book. There's a book out there that's called Plan to be Tortured If You're with a Narcissist. Plan to be tortured. And Melody, I don't know if you knew it before. No, I mean, Martell is a narcissist. He's checking those boxes, and you can confirm it. But in my eyes, and from what I'm seeing, he has all of the traits, especially taking you to court. That was it. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Taking you to court for your babies. Shame on him. The nerve of him. He will go way below the belt. And all I can tell you again is look at Dr. Ramani's channel. She uses this technique called deep. And anybody who's going through that, because I'm sure there are a lot of watchers or viewers who are like, they can relate. Oh, this is what happened to me. The divorce got messy. This is what happens. Because divorce does not have to be ugly when you have two mature, consensual adults trying to do the right thing, co-parenting well, like the liar said he was doing. That's what I'm going to call him narcissist. That's what narcissistic Martell said he was going to do. He wanted to co-parent well with Melody. He set that on somebody else's life. As a typical narc, you lied. You were only saying that because you were trying to get in Mel's good graces, Melody's good graces, thinking she's going to take you back so you could cheat on her again so that you can go and have another baby. You have not changed. And Sherelle, I hope you see all of these different people's lives and you run as fast as you can, because I was watching Cocktails. Well, no, not Cocktails with Queens. I was watching TGI Friday with Claudia and Elle and Funky Dineva. Funky Dineva said that Martell did not have any relationship with you. Girl, go. That's what narcs do. We clearly see him in a picture and y'all taking a picture together. He does not look like the typical contractor building a pool. Bull crap. More like the pool boy who's trying to, like be intimate or something like that. But not no contractor. Stop playing, man. You just got called out and you just had to say because Candy had some tea on you too. So all you doing is like trying to cover up, man. It's just woo child. I tell you, I'm getting ready to go because none of this stuff ceases to amaze me. It's just crazy. So your girl Rachel Real is out and get ready to end this live. Usually I just do 30 minutes. Keep your head up high. Melody, I will keep you in my prayers that God will give you favor over the situation. I pray that Martell take his crazy behind, go get some help in somebody's chair or in somebody's virtual counseling therapy session and get some help for that person with that, to get some help with how to deal with that personality disorder, because you really have a narcissistic personality disorder. You really do. And I pray that you get the help that you need. And may God bless those babies and even the one that's outside of the marriage. Bless the four that was in the marriage, and that y'all put them first. Put the children first, no matter what. Put your personal feelings aside. Martell, get this shit out of court. Leave that woman alone. Get yourself some help so you can stop going over in your mind feeling so envious of her, because that's all it is. You're jealous of that woman that she's winning. She was winning when she was with you, and you were winning too. But you decided to go out and break your covenant. You did that, Martell Holt. You did that. It is not Melody's fault. It's your fault. You are to blame. I don't care if, oh well, she didn't give me none when I wanted it. She didn't, because at one time you said you understood. You had regrets. You had remorse for what happened, and then you switch up. That's what people who have that personality. It's a personality disorder. That's what a narcissistic personality is. You're just flip floppy. You don't have any identity. You don't even know who you are. That's why all of this stuff that you're feeling, you're projecting it onto her. You're trying to get your flying monkeys around. Let me get everyone to go against Mel. Let me turn everybody against Mel. Let me do this. And she took a little piece of her to try to trust you, and you sabotaged it. Like the typical narcissist. That's what y'all do. Y'all will sabotage a good thing. Dr. Ramani uses a technique called deep. Don't defend, don't engage, don't explain, and don't personalize. And Mel, that's what you're going to have to do with Martell, and handle your own like he doesn't even exist. I know it's the father of your children. You're going to have to handle his ass like he doesn't even exist, and manage it and watch his behind. That you protect your children, because if he's doing something that he should not do and you find out about it, and yes, it is a job, but unfortunately, when we find ourselves with these narcissistic birds who enters into our lives and we start seeing it, and we got to finally come to grips that you got to dissolve the situation, which you did, the death of a marriage, and you do grieve. People might think oh, she looks like she's doing well. You do grieve that situation. So you had to grieve the death of the relationship, the death of the marriage, the fact that he betrayed you. You had to deal with betrayal. Like, that's a lot of work, a lot of damn work. And now he want to drag you through the courts. Girl, keep your head up high. God's got you. God's got you, because you got a lot of warriors, honey. We are praying for you. You're going to come out on top, just as you have been. And I just stopped by to give you encouragement, to support you, that you keep your head up high, that you protect your babies at all costs. Don't let that man get to you. He's doing what he's supposed to do, and that's be a narcissist. If you feel like you have any doubt or you're in question, I promise you, Dr. Ramani's channel will help you. Ramani. That woman is good at what she does, and she has a solution to anything you're going through when you're dealing with a narcissist. How to handle them, how to deal with them in the courts, how to do all of that. Just look for yourself. I don't want to give him all of my juices, because what narcissists do, they take information and they'll take a little bit, one word, and twist it around and try to call you it. So anything we're telling him that it's him, he's going to take that, because all they do is project and mirror and all of that. He's going to take that and say, oh, she did this and she did this. And you'll be looking at him like, you lying dog. You a liar. We already know, we can see right through them. So, sis, you are not in this alone. We got you. Those of us who are raising awareness about this personality disorder, we got you in this community. We see it for exactly what it is, and God's going to watch those babies. I'm already putting it in the universe. God's going to make sure that they are protected through all of this, and the victory will be yours in the end. That Martell will go sit his behind down somewhere and get himself some help, and you will continue to be covered under the blood of Jesus. You know that he will keep you and cover you and your family in the name of Jesus. And amen. I'm out of here. The girl Rachel Real is out. It's been a pleasure. Y'all subscribe to my channel. I'm getting ready to end this live, but there's more to come. I try to address situations that I see, if I see them online, if there are other situations that may have just happened in my community or things that I read. It's just all about raising awareness about this personality disorder and letting people know that you ain't crazy. What you see, what you're experiencing is very real. And I'm just creating a space for people to get things off of their chest. And again, I have two channels. I have Vent with Rachel Real. That's one channel where you'll be able to call in and we can just chop it up, have a community over there because somebody has gone through something that you've gone through. And it's all about giving support and for you to be able to exhale respectfully, instead of breaking things and all of that kind of stuff. Learn how to handle differences respectfully, learn how to just redirect that negative energy in a positive light where you can exhale. Maybe you need to take a walk. Maybe you need to get into something like fitness, do something that's inspiring, motivating, and healthy, and just take your power back. Don't even give the attention to these birds out here or anyone who's toxic because that's what they want to do. If they didn't do it, they wouldn't be who they are. So expect it, don't take it personal because it's who they are. It's a personality disorder. Check out my Spotify episodes over there. It's like 107 of them. I'm going to be uploading some of them on this very channel with some audio attached to with some visuals attached to the audio. So there you have it. It's late, but I had to jump on here to give my commentary on what's trending and streaming because I was yelling at the damn TV. It was crazy. I couldn't believe, well, I could believe it, but I had to, I feel like I want to just take my arms and wrap them around Melody. So, sis, I'm giving you a big hug on behalf of the narcissistic awareness community. We're just hugging you, sis, and embracing you with love. We got you, we understand, and prayers are going up for you with the situation that, God said resist the devil, he will flee, and God and that Satan is definitely using Martell and he's allowing him to, so we're going to rebuke that spirit because that's what it is. It's a demonic spirit. We're going to rebuke it in the name of Jesus, and that God will prevail in this situation, and that will all cease, and those babies will be covered under the blood of Jesus. And my prayers just go out for you, sis. Love you much. Your girl Rachel Real is out. Peace and blessings to you. Please like and subscribe. To like my video, or if you don't like it, fine, but thumbs up, thumbs down, and subscribe to my channel. There's more to come. Bye. Rachel Will is out. Peace out. Bye. Let's see.